What can you tell us about them, David?
Jane and Greg, so far these storms have had a history of producing damaging wind gusts around Parma and Albion, and it continues to advance on towards the east. Live Storm Tracker 6 Doppler radar. Numerous severe thunderstorm warnings are in effect. We'll put this in motion. You can see how the activity is tracking off towards the east. So if you're watching from Lansing, things are really not in that bad of shape. The strongest storm, however, as it pushes east at around 25 to 30 miles per hour, should be in Pinckney by, well, just about 6:01 over towards Manchester, 6:08 Dexter, 6:09 as far east as Ann Arbor by around 6:30 this evening. We take a look at our 3D Doppler. The most severe portion of this storm right now is just making its way into Livingston County. As we take a 3D perspective of that, basically what you want to point out is there is quite a chunk of this storm. The yellow line in the background, that represents 32 degrees in the atmosphere. So all of this is going to be in the form of ice. So that is going to be some hail coming out of these storms. And as that air cools, we'll probably get some damaging wind gusts as well as that air spreads out along the ground. Further north in Lansing, as we look towards those storms, what we're also seeing is this low-hanging cloud. That is what we call a shelf cloud that precedes thunderstorms and can be a sign of some very damaging winds. To go along with the wind, as I had said, some hail. Justin Maxson sent us this shot out of Tompkins Center of some at least half-inch, close to 1-inch size hail. That can do some damage to your cars. Another shot we have of some very large hail from Christine Warren out of Rives Junction. Some very impressive hail shots as well. The watches and warnings: severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Livingston and Washtenaw County until 7 o'clock, Ingham and Jackson County until 6:15, until 6:30 for Calhoun County. A severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Branch County until 6:30, and the southern half of mid-Michigan under a severe thunderstorm watch until midnight tonight. So a lot happening in the weather department. We'll have more on tonight's severe weather and the rest of the 6-day coming up later.
Now, your Storm Tracker 6 forecast, brought to you by your local independent auto owners insurance agents, the No Problem people.
Well, some new information just coming in. We have around 1,500 folks without power in Ingham County, almost 3,000 people without power in Calhoun County, and close to 1,600 in Jackson County as our severe thunderstorms are continuing to push through. So let's go back to Live Storm Tracker 6 Doppler radar. Numerous severe thunderstorm warnings still in effect, mainly for eastern sections. Now you see how the activity is pushing on towards the east. The strongest storm right now is just to the southwest of Howell, and that's where I want to focus. This storm could be producing some damaging winds. Does extend fairly high into the atmosphere, and where you get those reds showing up, they're going to come down out of the storm at some point. That could be close to Howell, so we'll watch out for some very strong winds in that area. The view outside on our WLNS cam, there you see the dark clouds on the horizon. That's south and east of Lansing. In Lansing, we are just fine. The watch remains in effect from Lansing south and eastward. Does include Shiawassee County. There's the warning for eastern Livingston County, but I expect this will be kind of chopped down over the next hour and end well before its expiration time of midnight. 71 now. Check out the Jackson cam. Lots of rainfall around. Still muggy, but that humidity will really be dropping over the next couple of days. Satellite and radar, just some isolated activity, but centered right over southeastern mid-Michigan this afternoon. That's the area for the severe weather. Precision cast, all the precipitation's done by tomorrow morning. We'll see partly to mostly cloudy skies and partly sunny tomorrow as temperatures only top out in the 70s. Ahead into Friday we go. There may be a sprinkle or two with the cooler air. I'll call it cold. Highs in the 50s and 60s. That's cold this time of year. That's what's moving in for Friday. And then into the weekend, we've got some sunshine around and a warming trend. A very slow warming trend begins to take hold. Temperatures out this afternoon in the 70s, but check out Adrian ahead of the front, still 91 degrees. Precision cast temperatures by tomorrow afternoon, we are only in the 70s for highs, and as the heart of the cool air moves overhead, check out the numbers on Friday. We may not make it out of the 50s. Time to dig out the jackets and get ready for fall to finally really arrive. Tonight, 62. Strong storm should come to an end. Tomorrow morning, 62 at 7 o'clock. Temperature at noon is up to 70 and a high tomorrow of 74 degrees. 61 on Friday. Lows in the 30s, but I think we escape frost on Saturday. 60s the rest of the weekend into early next week. Damage reports this evening have been western Jackson County, Parma over towards Albion. Seen a couple reports of trees down there around Spring Arbor. Reports of 50+ mile per hour winds. So probably a few more damage reports coming in.
Yeah,
all right, we'll be watching that.